I don't think it's us.
Bro, it's moving so weird.
Spooky, absolutely jaw-dropping, or just straight-up goosebump-inducing. Drones, with their incredible reach, have snagged their spot in catching some of the wildest, most unbelievable sights out there. Let's check out some of the eeriest finds that we'd never know about if not for these high-flying cameras. Mannequin heist. Feeling daring and up for a quirky escapade? Consider participating in a mannequin caper at the Mannequin Boneyard in Lincolnshire. This unique experience, crafted by a company that manufactures these artificial figures, invites you to swing by and select from an array of limbs and torsos among the 150,000 mannequins sprawled across their outdoor lot. Ready to embark on this eerie adventure? Man-shaped town. Lately, everyone's been talking about an overhead shot of a quaint town in Sicily named Centuripe. Drone footage has unveiled that, from above, the layout of the town surprisingly resembles a man with his arms wide open. This peculiar similarity wasn't intentional, yet it wouldn't have mattered if it was by design. The town's appearance is as breathtaking as ever, planned or not. Huge pink rabbit. For those who have a soft spot for plush toys, the massive installation nestled in the Coleto Fava Mountains might just be paradise. A colossal pink rabbit was placed there by a group of local artists, serving as an intriguing piece of art. Created in 2005 by a team of 4 artists, this 200-foot-long eerie bunny was expected to endure for 20 years. However, it decayed earlier than anticipated, and now only its silhouette is visible from above. Salmon Circle. Check out this effective strategy for deterring predators. Captivating drone footage from March 2021 captures a group of salmon in action. Just so you know, this unique behavior is a tactic used by fish to protect themselves from threats like sharks, dolphins, and eagles, as well as to facilitate spawning during their reproductive cycle. Fascinating, isn't it? And this next clip shows that how these schools get ambushed by sharks. Look. Disappearing road. Hold on, where did those cars disappear to? No need to panic, it's not magic but rather a 25-meter-long marvel of engineering from the Netherlands known as the Veluwemeer Aqueduct. This astonishing water bridge creates a link between the Netherlands and Flevoland. Around 28,000 cars travel across it daily, seemingly vanishing into the water only to reappear moments later. Pretty awesome, right? Snowcross Race. If you're a fan of skiing and thrills, you're going to love this. The drone footage showcases the Stoking Snowcross race from February 2022. Check out how these snowcross athletes zoom across the snow on their sleds. In my opinion, this sport is definitely not for the faint of heart. Make one mistake and it's game over. What if you thought that was incredible? Then watch this Austrian alpine team as they amaze everyone with their coordination abilities. Birth of an Island. What is that coming out of the water? No need to be alarmed, there's no monster making an appearance, but instead, an island is coming into existence, which is bound to capture your interest just as it did mine. This entire phenomenon kicks off dramatically beneath the waves with a volcanic eruption. These underwater eruptions pile up lava layer upon layer until they finally breach the surface of the water. And voila, as soon as these magma-crowned peaks emerge from the depths, a new island is created. Active volcano. At one time or another, we've all been curious about what the inside of an active volcano looks like. Thanks to a group of experts from National Geographic, this breathtaking video brings us up close and personal with the interior of a volcano, which resembles a fiery sea of intensely hot, molten red lava. Achieving these amazing shots required the ultimate sacrifice of a drone. Farewell, brave drone. Your invaluable contribution and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Largest field mosaic. Hold on, does that look like a person in the field to you? Indeed it does, but to be more specific, it's a mosaic. This incredible piece of art is named after Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation of Bangladesh. Crafted by Azim Khan Rani as a tribute, this portrait spans a rice field that measures 400 meters in length and 300 meters in width. It's now recognized by the Guinness World Records as the largest mosaic in the world. Corvette Museum Sinkhole. Nature is indifferent to the price tag. She'll assert her force even on your priciest vehicles. Observe how she effortlessly opened up a sinkhole that devoured cars at the National Corvette Museum in Kentucky back in 2014. The ordeal of filling in the sinkhole, which claimed 8 cherished sports cars, was a nightmare for the museum staff. Thankfully, they found some relief in the fact that no staff members were harmed during the incident. Spiral bubble feeding. What's causing those ripples on the water's surface? Notice how 3 subtle trails of bubbles appear in the blue seawater, converging into a swirling spiral of white. Then, 4 humpback whales breach the surface, scattering the spiral formation. Well, here is another mesmerizing drone video from 7 years ago showing the same hunting technique used by humpback whales, called bubble net feeding. Thermal drone python. Wildlife hunters are turning to innovative methods to locate elusive animals, and it seems thermal drones are their latest tool. A video captures Bill Booth in action as he uses a drone to seek out pythons under the cover of night. Remarkably, within minutes, the drone identifies an 18-inch python nestled in Florida's forests. Bill quickly makes his move, grappling with the snake's tail after a brief tussle. However, the excitement doesn't stop there. He then secures the snake's head before triumphantly lifting it, much like a trophy. Seriously, just release it already, Bill. Mid-air pull-up. Watch as a daring Ukrainian teenager decides to showcase his pull-up prowess atop the highest structure in his hometown. The footage captures him scaling a towering 360-foot edifice. Initially, he jumps from the edge and latches onto a crossbar. Then, he effortlessly performs several pull-ups, treating it as if it were a walk in the park. This stunt became so popular in 2021 that it hit the news headlines, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats with apprehension. Perfect storm sinking. This drone footage captures the poignant sinking of the notorious Tamaroa, a Coast Guard rescue ship that was ceremoniously retired in May 2017. The ship earned its reputation from its depiction in the non-fiction thriller The Perfect Storm. Purposefully submerged off the coast of Cape May, New Jersey, the Tamaroa was transformed into an artificial reef. This seasoned rescue vessel also boasted a history of service during World War II. Dancing on whale. What's going on with this person? Has he lost his senses? Check out this individual, recklessly crawling on a deceased whale. Isn't he aware of the danger of it potentially exploding? Moreover, interacting with wildlife in such a manner is against the law. Drones versus locusts. 2020 has truly been a roller coaster of madness, and here's yet another wild event to add to the mix: a massive locust invasion in India. Facing off against an overwhelming horde of billions of locusts, how does one even begin to tackle the problem? Ingeniously, Indian officials deployed their top drones to the front lines, using them to disperse insecticide over the swarms. Not only did these drones deliver pesticides, but their rotor blades also took out a significant number of the pests. Collective jump. Feeling a bit daring? Buckle up because we're approaching the drop zone. This exhilarating video showcases a breathtaking mid-air formation executed by skydivers leaping from an aircraft 10 to 15,000 feet above terra firma. This remarkable exhibition of prowess was carried out by the Red Devils, the esteemed official parachute display team of the British Army. Food sent in space. Have you ever faced the disappointment of your takeout arriving cold because the delivery person was caught in traffic? Well, this individual might just be transforming the way we think about delivering food. By using a weather balloon, he managed to send fast food on a journey through space, ultimately dropping it off in front of someone else's home. Talk about an ingenious method to bypass road congestion. Tree of Life. It may seem unbelievable, but this video showcases the breathtaking aerial shots of Lake Kokora in New South Wales, Australia. The lake, which is adjacent to a beach and an estuary encircled by tea trees, presents a mesmerizing sight. Following heavy storms and significant tides, the tea tree oil spreads out in patterns that mirror the Tree of Life. This captivating drone footage was taken by Derry Maroney, an amateur photographer, in December of the previous year. Sync skiing. This amazing drone video captures a team of skiers gliding down the slopes in flawless unison. Achieving this level of synchronization must have required immense effort and practice. Just observe how perfectly they move together. Spooked golf caddy. A surefire method to scare someone is to stealthily fly a drone near them. That's exactly what occurred with this unsuspecting caddy. As the drone approached, he appeared poised for a confrontation, but upon realizing it was merely a quadcopter, he eased up. Ice disc. This video showcases a remarkable natural spectacle, a rotating ice disc. This fascinating formation occurs annually in the Presumpscot River in Westbrook, Maine, as the mercury drops. Typically, these revolving ice circles emerge on the river's outer bend, where the swift current generates a rotational force. This force cleaves a piece of ice, setting it into motion and sculpting it into a flawless circle. This extraordinary phenomenon has captivated onlookers worldwide. Shade balls. This isn't a playground filled with bounce balls, it's actually a water reservoir. To tackle drought issues and prevent undesirable chemical reactions in the drinking water, authorities in California deployed 96 million black spheres, commonly referred to as shade balls or bird balls, into the Los Angeles water supply. Their purpose is to keep the water cool, thereby slowing down the evaporation rate and conserving more water annually. The view from above is absolutely captivating. Drone in river. A diver scouring the riverbed for treasure stumbled upon a drone submerged in the river and was thrilled with the find. Despite its damaged state, the drone contained footage from its last escapade, a thrill seeker leaping from a bridge 100 meters high. Through a Facebook post, the diver managed to track down the adventurer, who was delighted to get back the video of his bold feat. Dust devils. This captivating footage reveals a field in Oregon that appears to be a gathering spot for dust devils. Throughout the video, numerous dust devils are visible, presenting a rather intimidating sight. Just picture yourself standing amidst that field, much like the person seen in the clip. Dust devils, although resembling tornadoes, are typically less potent and, in most instances, pose no harm. This video, despite appearing to be enhanced with special effects, is entirely authentic, demonstrating the paradox of nature being both formidable and gentle simultaneously. Flying action. In moments of peril and with no alternative escape, flying cod exhibit a remarkable survival tactic by propelling themselves out of the water and taking flight to evade their predators. This captivating video beautifully captures these extraordinary moments when these flying fish gracefully launch themselves from the ocean, resembling celestial beings with their stunning appearance. White manta. Observing flying fish is undeniably fascinating, but the upcoming video takes excitement to a whole new level because of its exceptional rarity. While piloting a drone over the sea, it managed to capture the graceful presence of an enormous white manta ray gliding through the water. You might be wondering what makes this sighting so thrilling. Allow me to explain that this magnificent creature's rarity stems from its albinism, and it faces numerous challenges in the ocean due to its unique characteristics. Witnessing one of this size is an exceptionally rare and exhilarating occurrence. Airborne firework. This video provides a glimpse of the real-life enchantment akin to Disney magic. The breathtaking fireworks showcased in this video are executed by a skilled pilot and are referred to as airborne fireworks. The shimmering display against the backdrop of the night sky is nothing short of spectacular, simply astounding. French Spider-Man. Meet Alain Robert, renowned as the French Spider-Man. He's celebrated for scaling towering skyscrapers and other lofty structures without the safety of a harness. However, this time, he's undertaking this daring feat for a noble cause, raising funds to safeguard and restore the Notre Dame Cathedral following the devastating fire that engulfed this historic edifice. Some heroes don't don capes, they ascend buildings. Drone show. In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, drones have found a multitude of uses, including this remarkable display featured in the video. To mark the debut of the first Arabic electric vehicle brand, the company orchestrated a mesmerizing drone showcase that aimed to set new records. The night sky was illuminated by what appeared to be an assembly of thousands of drones, forming captivating patterns with their vibrant lights. Against the backdrop of the dark sky, the colorful lights create a truly enchanting spectacle in this footage. Ducks in rice paddies. This isn't a chaotic rush of ducks in a state of panic. Instead, it's the intentional release of 10,000 ducks into the rice paddies, serving as a natural method to eliminate pests. This traditional practice, known as Ped Lai Thung, or field chasing ducks in Thailand, involves using ducks to clean the rice paddies. Just observe how adorable this stampede of ducks appears. Circling reindeer. Lately, the web's been flooded with strange clips of animals acting out, stirring up a whole lot of anxiety among folks. Now, there's this drone footage showing around 100 reindeers marching in a circle, as if they're under some spell. A bunch of people are getting all worked up, thinking it's a sign from the good book, hinting at the end of days or a massive natural calamity on the horizon. It's a real head-scratcher that's got even the pros puzzled. Loch Ness Monster. The thought of mysterious creatures hiding beneath the dark waves has always captivated us. Rarely do we snag a glimpse. Sometimes it's genuine and mystifying, other times it's a mere prank. This time though, a drone zipping over a lake spotted something massive stirring beneath the surface. Could it be the legendary Loch Ness Monster? Or is it something else lurking in the depths? Take a look and decide for yourself. Floating with sharks. In this drone video, we see a daring swimmer nonchalantly drifting above a group of sharks. Captured by a tourist drone off the Maldives coast, the scene unfolded while a group was snorkeling and stumbled upon a gathering of nurse sharks, which are generally benign toward humans. One adventurous soul chose to float among them, merging with the marine life in a breathtaking moment. It's an immersive way to connect with the wild, just as long as none of the larger sharks get confused and think you're their next meal, turning you into a permanent fixture of the underwater world. Bucha Mass Grave. Half a century away from Kyiv, the town of Bucha narrates the harrowing tales of those who fell prey to purported war atrocities by Russian forces. Captured by drone footage is a mass burial site found behind a church, serving as a temporary cemetery from which approximately 100 bodies were exhumed. With support from the global community, Ukraine has launched a probe into the tragic demise of these individuals. Moving tree. Drones are often sent skyward to snag breathtaking scenery, yet every now and then, they reel in something that really makes you do a double take. Take this oddity for instance. A drone hovering over a densely forested zone caught a few trees shaking as if they had a life of their own. You'd chalk it up to the wind, but none of the surrounding trees budged. It's as though some formidable force is at play. Maybe it's Bigfoot? What's your take on this peculiar sight? Drop your theories in the comments. Crop circles. Crop circles often crop up, pun intended, in conversations about the extraterrestrial. Some folks reckon these intricate patterns in the fields are the handiwork of UFOs, while others argue they're the result of intense energy bursts from the Earth's core. But in truth, they're elaborate pieces of landscape art crafted by humans. Regardless of their origins, one thing's for sure, they're stunning and hypnotic to behold. Whale explodes. In 2019, Taiwan witnessed an unusual event when a deceased whale detonated unexpectedly. As a truck transported the 17-meter sperm whale's carcass to National Chung Kung University in Tainan for examination, the buildup of gases from internal decay caused the 60-ton behemoth's belly to burst. The explosion scattered blood and entrails over nearby vehicles, bicycles, and storefronts, causing traffic to come to a standstill for several hours. Let's dive into the thumbnail for this video. The image depicts a group of individuals in protective suits, which are typically worn for biohazard situations or in the context of a pandemic. They appear to be retrieving or transporting a body on a stretcher near a body of water. This could indicate a scenario where a body has been found, and officials are taking precautions to safely recover it, possibly due to concerns of infectious disease or following strict protocol for handling the deceased in sensitive environments. The presence of someone seemingly overseeing the operation suggests it is being conducted with supervision and care. This image certainly paints a vivid story, doesn't it? What's your interpretation? Share your thoughts in the comments. And let's continue with more incredible drone captured moments. Sausage drone. Who would have thought that sausages could play a role in a life-saving mission? Well, in a rather unconventional rescue operation that took place in Portsmouth in January 2022, sausages were the key. When a dog named Millie went missing, her owner informed the Coast Guards that Millie had a fondness for sausages. In a creative move, the rescuers attached a sausage to a drone, and these sausage-laden drones successfully enticed the dog back home from the outskirts of town. We appreciate your viewership. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting upcoming videos. Thank you once again for your support.